is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion advised. Now, here's Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191 with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Bruce. Dr. Bruce is filling in for Dr. Drew, who will be back tomorrow night. Right, Bruce?
Yep.
All right. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are both here tonight from South Park, and I know your schedule's pretty crazy, and I'm really happy and thankful that you came in, first off.
Well, thank you.
Secondly, I saw the movie, and I loved it. I laughed my ass off. I'm a South Park fan, but I wouldn't call myself a fanatical South Park fan. I just enjoy it.
Right.
And I went to the premiere last week. I think it was... last Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
And I was thinking to myself when I was walking into the theater, I know South Park's funny, but is it funny for an hour and a half? That was what, and
Sure.
Because the animation is sort of minimalist.
Yeah. It's crappy.
Well, I mean, it's not like that Japanese stuff where you can just smoke a joint and sit in there and rub your crotch for an hour and 45 minutes watching, you know, it's not heavy metal.
Right.
And so I thought to myself, well, I know the show's funny, but I'm used to seeing 20 minutes at a time, and the animation is minimalist, so how are they going to sustain an hour and a half of entertainment? I mean, aren't you going to hit the wall about 45 or 50 minutes? And the answer is yes. No, the answer is no. You know why? Because great musical numbers. And I had no idea. No one told me that was in the film.
Right.
It was not anything that I was expecting. I thought maybe Chef would sing about the salty nuts, but I had no idea that it would be almost a musical.
Yeah, well, it's not something we go out and really want to promote, you know, like, we don't go out and promote that it's a musical because it's not like our audience is going to be like, all right, it's a musical, let's go, you know?
Like 18 to 21-year-old males don't find that really intriguing.
Honey, get your shawl, I'll get my top hat, we're going to the theater.
Oh, a musical, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the hard part is blowing something up into 85, 90 minutes, and I think... you know, we just did a lot. We took it by having the R rating. We were able to push it a whole another level, which really helped it. And we did some things with the animation that we didn't do in the show. And so, yeah, we're proud of it.
Yeah, that was the most amount of work, was figuring out how to make the storyline work over 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
We took a year doing it. So.
Well, it did. It worked. And I got to say, the musical numbers, and I don't know how they're being received or reviewed, but they were strong. They were great.
Yeah, it's actually, that's sort of what, we're getting great reviews, which is weird for us. We're not used to that either. And but the critics are saying that they love the music numbers, too. So
yeah, we got a good review in Time and Newsweek.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really weird for us. We must have done something wrong.
Yeah, we feel a little weird. The critics liking us.
Well, I'll tell you, it was laugh out loud funny throughout. Tons of great profanity, and even when you knew the profanity was coming, you still laughed your ass off. And the musical numbers were surprisingly polished, professional. It's like you've been doing them your whole life. And I was talking to Sharon, your publicist, and my publicist, and she said that Trey, I believe, was very much into that genre.
Yeah, I loved musicals growing up, and the first film I made in college was a musical, and you know, we do all the music for the show, for Chef, and whenever, Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh was sort of a mini musical, and so it's always been a big part of the show, and so we just decided to take it one step further.
And these weren't sort of gaggy, goofy musical songs. These were big, blown-out, orchestrated.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's the best part of the joke, isn't that they're just, I mean, that they're really good musical numbers.
Well, we sat there in the room, at Paramount in the studio watching an 80-piece orchestra playing these songs. It was a riot. I mean, it was just...
And did you score them as well? I mean,
no, we got to work with. I basically sort of wrote everything on piano and did the piano and vocal track, and then this guy Mark Shaman, who is one of the top composers in the city actually, and has done many films. He's the one who sort of blew it up into the full bore orchestrated thing that it was. So
it's and I imagine the movie, by the way, comes out this Wednesday. I imagine you're going to the soundtrack for this thing's going to be pretty big and pretty cool.
Yeah, if people go see the movie, they'll want to buy the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of neat because most of the time when a movie has a successful soundtrack, they get Eric Clapton to do one cut, and then the rest is just a bunch of old songs you heard before.
Yeah, right.
And for some reason, they think there's a certain genius in collecting songs you've already heard 1,000 times and putting them in the same movie.
And believe it or not, it was a huge battle with both the studio and the record company. They wanted just that. They were like, we just got to get Kid Rock and get a cool song on there. And it's like, well, there's lots of music in the movie. Why don't we put that on the CD? And they were just like, well, but that's not going to sell, So,
but I think it will do real well for you because it's not like these are scores when that's playing in the background when Cartman is dying. It's like these are songs. This is Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
That's excellent. I'll tell you, and the other thing I want to talk about is he's got the R rating, and the thing that's interesting, and I'm sure I'm not the first to bring this out, it's kind of life imitating art because I don't want to give away the plot, but in the movie there's a issue of seeing a movie and dealing with a rating the kids shouldn't be dealing with and all that, and it's probably what you're going to come up with with this movie. But do you think, as far as going with the R rating, is that better than PG or worse?
Oh, well, it's worse in the sense that we won't make as much money.
The economics is worse.
Paramount wanted a PG-13 because they showed us graphs and charts about how much more money a PG-13 movie would make.
Right.
But we knew that, the series, even the way it is now, wouldn't even be PG-13. They would probably rate the series rated R.
Right.
So we wanted to take it the only reason we wanted to do a movie was to take it another step and do sort of what we did with the original Spirit of Christmas, Right. And so we just said to Paramount we weren't interested in anything but an R-rated movie, and that's the way it was.
But don't you think over the long haul, like if you're your typical 14, 15, 16-year-old, the allure, the R rating that sort of looms out there, that forbidden fruit thing, is going to draw in more people?
Yeah, it did me. I think I saw more rated R movies when I was under 17 than...
Yeah, except that I remember, I think that Wild Wild West numbers are going to go through the roof, because I remember when I was a kid, I just bought the ticket for the PG movie and then went and snuck into the R-rated one. So.
Right. No, that's
so Wild Wild West numbers will be inflated because everyone's buying tickets to see South Park.
That's very interesting. And certainly then, I think this will be good for video when they have no way to really police it.
Exactly.
All right, we'll take some calls, and you guys just jump in. Tara?
Tara,
you're 17. What's going on?
Okay. First of all, Adam, I'd like to say you are gorgeous. You're one man.
Wow.
I'd like to say that too, Adam. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
Anyways,
Trey?
I met a guy offline. He's 25, and he's persisting on having sex, but I don't want to lose his friendship and tell him no.
You should see the movie then.
Just see the movie and it'll all work itself out.
Yeah, all the answers to life's questions are within that 90-minute movie, Tara.
I've never seen a South Park, so...
Oh,
you need to see the movie.
That's why you don't know what to do. You'd know what to do.
Do you have acne?
Huh?
Do you have acne?
Acne?
Zits?
No.
Well, it'll go away if you see the movie.
Yeah, I bet you ham on the inside, and those will clear up after you see the movie.
Okay, so what's with an internet boyfriend? What about a regular boyfriend?
No, he's not a boyfriend. He's just an acquaintance I just met.
And he wants to have sex?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's this have to do with the internet?
Well, I met him on there.
You met him on the internet?
Yes.
And how long have you known him?
About a month.
Do you know how old he is?
25.
Oh, all right.
But do you know he's 25?
And you're 17?
Yes.
Does he know you're 17?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. And are you surprised that he wants to have sex?
Well, no, but I didn't think it would be like that.
I know, but if guys want to make friends, they go to the park. If they want to get laid, they get on the internet. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, I don't trust this guy. You don't trust him either, right?
Well, I trust him, just not like...
All right, but he's 25. He wants to have sex. You met him on the internet. You're 17. Why don't you just avoid him? Can you do that?
See the movie.
No, because he's a friend.
No, he's not a friend.
He's not a friend.
There's something wrong
You've known
with
him
this
for
guy.
a month.
This is a continuation of last night.
Hey, Sarah?
Yes?
All right, you're going to get in a bad situation with this guy, and then you're going to regret it. You understand? You guys are going to go up to the reservoir in his El Camino, and he's going to force a couple wine coolers on you, and then you're going to call back crying the blues next week. I'm telling you, nip it in the bud. Are you that pathetic? Are you that lonely?
No. No.
Right. Date a guy in your high school.
But I don't like guys in high school because they're all immature.
I know. This is
Not
my
exotic
problem.
like the guys on the internet are.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this guy's going to be moving out pretty soon.
I bet he has a yacht.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you what your future is. Now, do you want to go down that road?
No.
Are you virgin?
No, I'm not.
When did you lose your virginity?
13.
13, uh-oh.
Yes.
That's why the guys seem so immature in your class. And
Sure.
not every one of those guys is immature, and not all of them have the same past sexual experience you do, which will color how you see them. Some of them will seem immature if they haven't had sex, and maybe you need to readjust what's normal for your age.
Tara, where's your dad?
Gone.
That's right. Okay, this is not your new dad. Do you understand? I'm telling you. I know you're hell-bent on doing it. Just bring the pepper spray. All right?
Okay.
All right? See, listen, when Daddy leaves, everyone is now Daddy.
Right.
That's the way it works. Thank God these dads leave, or we wouldn't have strippers. Nobody would no adult film stars. It'd be horrible. It'd be a horrible world we were living in if all the daddies stayed around. Anthony,
Yeah,
you're 16.
right.
What's going on?
Well, I've been I was going out with this girl for a while, and I had sex with her, and then we broke up, and I don't know if I have sexual feelings for her still, or if they're real feelings, like if I still love her. Like, I don't know if I'm sexually attached.
Who broke up with who?
She dumped me.
All right, well, moot point.
You should see the movie.
Yeah, you really should see the movie.
She'll like you after you see the movie.
Listen, I don't want to be cruel to Anthony, but she dumped Anthony, so who cares?
Right, that's true.
I mean, why don't you examine your feelings about Britney Spears while you're at it, or like I do with Adrienne Barbeau or something, you know? She dumped you. It's time to move on. Jake,
Hey, what's up?
you're 18.
I'm 18.
What's going on?
Just recently I came out of the closet, told everyone I was gay. And I did it in high school, too. I just graduated 3 weeks ago. And
You told everyone you were gay in high school?
yeah. I decided to come out in high school, which I later on regretted. Not because of it was hard or like anyone was mean, because I ended up making a lot of friends, like more than I already had.
Really?
Yeah, it was real cool. I mean, no one was bothered by it,
Well, that's progressive. How'd you do it in high school? Did you use the PA system or just word of mouth?
No, well, the problem was I fell in love with my best friend, and we went to the same high school, and when he told me he didn't want to be friends with me, I ended up, it was pretty dramatic.
Okay.
And so what I did was I was talking to my counselors in school for, 4 or 5 months, until one of my counselors, Miss Lambajan, she's cool. She finally got me to come out with my feelings. So initially I didn't tell her I was gay. I was straight when I was first talking to her. But she ended up getting me to come out and say I was gay, and I was, and I made some gay friends and started going to gay parties, which were a lot of fun. And,
When you first started talking to her, you were straight.
yeah.
And about halfway into the conversation, you were bi?
No, about a month later. Yeah, I initially said I was bi.
Okay, and then toward the end of the conversation, you were gay.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You should see the
It's a
movie.
good thing you didn't stay in there for like an hour and a half hour.
Where you would have ended up.
Like that
But she
sex
got me
with
to come
corpses.
out, and so I did, and I was wearing a pride bracelet, and everyone started asking. I was just,
Okay, all right.
it's like, yeah,
So
whatever.
what's going on now?
Well, it's been about 3 months since I didn't like the lifestyle. Like,
Sure.
a lot of guys are promiscuous. They just move way too fast, and
Right.
you get a weak image over you. If you're gay, people automatically just think you're weak.
Right, I think you put out.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I did was I said I'm not gay,
All right.
and I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And everyone believed me because everyone knew I wasn't gay.
All right.
I'm a jock. I play baseball. I swim, and no one knew I was gay.
All right.
Gay.
Get to it.
So are
though,
you gay
Jake.
or not?
Well, I
I'm
am,
confused now.
and now I'm going to come back out and say I am now.
But who's going to believe you now?
Yeah. You'd be the boy who
credibility
called
issue.
homo.
You're the little boy who cried homo.
Jake, you're awfully focused on what other people think and making announcements about what you are at that current time. And
Yeah.
it sounds like you need to do some basic reassessment of your your orientation. I'm
Jake.
Completely confused as to. Not even sure what your question is.
Oh, I don't even care. Jake, nobody cares what you are. Go do what you want, would you?
right.
Gay. Stop telling everybody. Just go do it.
Maybe I should see the movie.
Yeah, you should probably see the movie.
You really
You'll
should.
figure it out.
You'll work it out. You'll know at the end of the movie.
You'll know exactly what to do.
Yeah. Big Gay Al is in that. Has a nice dance number in the movie.
Big Al knows he's gay.
Yeah.
He knows he's gay.
He's aware
He's
of
happy
it.
about it.
But there's that'll probably shed some light on Jake's
Yeah, I think so.
situation.
I think this really would help. I think the movie really would help him in this.
Megan? Oh, he'll probably flip-flop 6-8 times over the course of the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Megan?
Hello?
You're 12.
Yeah, okay. First of all, I just want to say, Adam, I love you.
Oh, great.
Anyways, okay, well, I'm 12, and I've, been having sex with, these guys. One was 26, but now he moved to Denver, and then another one's 22.
And you're 12?
Yeah.
You should probably see Wild Wild West.
Really? You're 12? You're having sex?
I know it's hard to believe, but yeah.
What you doing?
Huh?
Doing 12 and having sex, man.
And it's being. Do you understand, Megan, when you're...
Well, let her finish her question before you smack her with your Bible.
No, I wasn't going to smack her.
I know you were. What,
smack her with this movie, whatever it is.
What's going on?
Well, I don't know. I just, I don't know, how to stop, because it's, I don't know.
All right.
I just,
That's the question.
Do you think you understand why you started?
No, I don't, because I did it last summer when I was 11 with my boyfriend at the time. But these guys are not my boyfriends or anything.
How old was your boyfriend when you were 11?
He was, I think, 12 or 13.
Wow.
Where are your parents?
Son of a bitch.
My mom lives here. She doesn't know.
Where's your dad?
He's gone. He can go to hell.
All right, let me make some predictions, because normally we'd gamble on a call like this, but this is a layup. Did your dad do anything physical, sexual abuse to you before he went to hell?
No.
No?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is he going to hell then?
Because he's an asshole and he's never, been a part of my life or anything.
Yeah, and I understand how this works, as we're talking about it earlier in the night, but you're getting started real early.
I know.
Did he do a little drinking?
He smokes weed, but, I do that too, so I really don't care about that. But I think he does crank too.
And Megan, you're not really getting started, because this is not this sexual activity that occurs with adults or with older individuals. You're being molested by these people, and it's something you're going to need a lot of help with. Do you have an adult that you can talk to that's a counselor?
Well, I have 2 counselors right now, but I wouldn't really want to talk to them about it.
Why do you have 2 counselors?
Because I was really suicidal for a little while.
Yeah. Right. Did anything? Did a neighbor ever touch you or anything like that?
One of my mom's friends just felt on my tits once, but she flipped out about that because she found out. And
You're one of your mom's biker friends?
No.
Huh?
He was just this stupid hippie dude.
Do you have a stepdad? Yeah. Did your mom have some pretty creepy boyfriends?
Well, she had one, but he's gone now. She went out with him for a week or 2.
All right. Do you communicate with your mom at all?
Yeah, a little bit, but not really to where I could talk to her about it.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a little brother.
Oh boy.
Neither of your counselors you feel comfortable talking
Well,
about.
why do you have 2 counselors?
Because one's group counseling and then another one's just a regular counselor.
A regular counselor, why don't you just bring up the guys you've been going out with and
Just
that
say-
you're trying to stop?
Say dating, and when you say dating, hold your fingers up in quotations, and they'll know what you mean.
We're not dating, though. That's what I'm worried about, because we're not even going out.
All right, but listen, hey, Megan,
Yeah?
here's what I want you to do. What are you, in the 6th grade or 7th grade?
I'm going into the 7th when school starts again.
Okay, it's time for you to sort of reclaim your childhood.
Okay.
I know it's real easy to get attention from guys. I know your dad split when you were a kid and you hate him, and now everyone's daddy and you want attention, and it's so easy to get that attention because there's a lot of idiots out there who are willing to show you that attention, but it's just fleeting, and you end up feeling worse than you did before you got the attention, so you just go get more. It's like taking drugs.
Yeah.
You're screwing up your life. You're ruining your childhood. You're 12 years old. Why don't you just... Can you find...
Megan,
Stop.
we need...
Oh, boy. Hey, Megan.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, Megan, don't use the F word, would you?
Oh yeah, I'm on air, huh?
Yeah.
Listen,
And leave your brother alone, would you?
Okay.
No.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm talking on the phone.
So what? You don't hit him.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, boy.
Get out, please.
okay, do you want us to help you find somebody to talk to?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't I talk to you off the air, because this is a real
Let's do
serious
that.
problem.
Yeah.
And
Her brother, too.
yeah.
All right, Megan,
Yeah.
you can talk to Bruce off the air.
Okay.
I don't really recommend it, but I think you need to. He's not fun on the air. I can only imagine what he's like off the air. All right, so we'll put you on hold, all right?
Okay.
Oh, man. You see,
God, that's why I hate
So,
doing-
yeah, so June 30th.
Yeah, anyway. Me and my problems.
oh, I know. Trey, isn't your Steinway out of tune or
Yeah, it's
something?
like, what if Wild Wild West opens better than us?
Oh, man. I swear to God, I want to hunt down every one of these deadbeat dads and just put a boot right in their nuts.
I mean,
You know, the beauty of it is I guarantee that Megan's biological dad has a couple other kiddies somewhere around the country, too.
yeah, we just got them scattered about.
I just want these guys killed.
Don't you want to hunt down the 26-year-old that's dating Megan?
Yeah, I'd like to hunt them down, too. But as I've said to Drew when he goes nuts, because I do these Hitler-esque rants every once in a while, I want to go to the nest. You understand? Like, you see roaches running around the kitchen, you can stomp on them till the cows come home. You got to find the nest.
You gotta find the queen, the mother.
Queen, that's right.
Queen deadbeat dad.
That is right.
But what other crime is there where the perpetrator is seen by the victim as being innocent, as being this is consensual sex? A 12-year-old telling us she's having consensual sex with a 26-year-old, very hard to.
Did she say 26-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right. I need to take a shower. I know Trey and Matt
feel
are going to
dirty,
join
too.
me.
Yeah.
We'll get in.
Let's all get in the shower.
It's tight, but we can make it in. All right, Bruce, you talk to Megan off the air. And we'll take a little break. We'll come back, talk a little more about South Park with Trey and Matt after this.
We're in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Trey Parker and Matt Stone are both here from South Park. South Park opens this Wednesday, and it's going to be one of those movies that you need to see right when it comes out, because people are going to be singing the songs, people are going to be talking about parts of the movie, and you're going to need to keep up with them. So it's very important that you go out Wednesday. And listen, I would not say this if I didn't mean it. I saw this movie, I laughed my ass off, and I'm a fairly tough nut to crack. I do not usually laugh too hard when I go to a movie, and I laughed.
That's cool. Thank you.
That's good.
Dr. Bruce is in the next room speaking to our, Megan, the 12-year-old.
He has his hands full of that.
Carolla.
Yeah, he didn't look too happy.
Yeah, he's going at it. And somebody elbow him in the ribs, by the way, and explain to him that there are others that need his inane ramblings. Okay, so he's wrapping it up. And until then, Drew, Dr. Drew, I'm sorry you guys missed the wildly successful Dr. Drew. He'll be in here tomorrow night. John?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yes, I am.
What's going on?
Well, first off, Adam, all I got to say is you're doing the world a great service helping today's youth.
Well, thank you.
And Trey, Matt, you guys are comic geniuses.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much.
I rented Cannibal this weekend, and all I have to say is spadoinkle.
Right on.
Funny stuff, man.
Yeah, we were
found
about 19 when we made that movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, my question is for Trey. I want to know, are you ashamed or are you proud that you were in the movie Newsies?
Yeah, that's there's actually a Trey Parker who was in the movie Newsies, and it's not me.
It's not you?
No.
Really?
It's I was in Colorado, just being a hick at the time, and I found out when we actually did basketball, and someone came out of the woodwork and said, "You can't use the name Trey Parker. I'm Trey
The
Parker."
SAG for the Screen Actors Guild, you have to have.
Right.
And I said, "I'm sorry, man. My name's Trey Parker." And he's like, "But I did Newsies, and you're going to ruin my career." And it's like, dude, career's kind of over.
Well, how old are you, Trey?
I'm 29.
Because you're probably too old for Newsies.
I think I'm about this guy's age. I mean, I think I could have been because this guy played a kid in this.
Somebody told me Newsies because we had a whole Newsies conversation on this show because we're real versatile, and someone told me the thing came out in like 90 or, it was like later than I thought. I thought Newsies came out in like 84 or something. It turns out it was like 90, 91 or something.
88, 89, 90.
Yeah, I think it was like 88, 87, 88.
Newsies, though, were a bunch of like 10 and 12-year-olds, I think.
Yeah.
So my point is you were 20 or 19, and you probably could have played 13. What the hell?
Yeah, I could. Hey, there's no question I could have pulled it off.
Yeah, he's got that range. There's no doubt.
The point is, I was in another state at the time.
There's a Matt Stone that wrote Life.
Yeah,
that co-wrote that
really?
movie Life. Yeah. People just come up to me all the time. Man, I love that movie. You did a great job.
How does that work though? Don't you have to change your name if he's?
I told SAG because SAG came to me, and I hate SAG anyway. And SAG came to me and said, "You have to change your name." And I said, "That's not fair." I already had done. I do South Park. People know me as Trey Parker. Right. I am Trey Parker, and so I told them that if they made me change my name, I was going to legally, officially change my name to SAG Kills Babies.
Wow!
And I think they believed I would do it, so they left me alone.
Crystal.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, my real name is Jello Biafra, but I changed it to Adam Carolla so I could. That's a long story. Crystal.
Yeah.
What's up with you? You sound depressed.
Well, I've been like this for.
You've been what?
I've been like this for a while.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. How can I explain this? Well, I was going out with this guy for like almost 7 months, and we were engaged to get married. He was like my best friend, and we got together.
Yeah.
And well, I am kind of bisexual,
Uh-oh.
He don't really like that idea.
Yeah.
But he be staring like at girls all the time.
Yeah.
Telling me I should like get like what these other girls have.
Right.
Like a breast type of thing. I should get bigger breasts. I don't know, he'd be pointing at girls like, you should go get a breast like that and a bunch of other stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
you're getting married to this guy?
That sounds like a really cool guy.
I'm not married. I'm not engaged to him anymore.
Sounds like a good friend.
And I've been talking to my ex-boyfriend, and we're just friends. I mean, nothing more.
Yeah.
And he's kind of jealous of that, and
he's jealous of what?
He's jealous of me, I guess. I mean, because he thinks I'm like cheating on him all the time.
Oh, okay. Hold on. You're talking to your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
And this guy who wants you to have the breast augmentation, who you're not going to marry, is jealous.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 24.
24. So you're not going to marry him.
He's like mommy's boy.
Okay, Crystal, why don't you just break up with him?
I didn't. I mean, I love him to death.
Yeah. Well, what's not to love? But why don't you break up with him?
And I don't know.
I know. Can you break up with him? I'm scared you guys are going to have kids.
I can't have kids.
Oh, you can't?
No. I think that's the reason why he wants other girls,
Okay. Why can't you have kids?
I don't got enough eggs, maybe.
You don't got enough eggs?
It's hard to explain. It's just...
All right. Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay. Find yourself a nice guy, treat you right. Would you?
I've been looking for that, but...
All right, wait. You're bi, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you find a nice girl? Okay. Hey, Crystal?
Yeah.
I don't know what your question is, but we're moving on. I understand.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
How can I make him trust me?
Oh, boy.
Like, how can I, show... I don't know how to show my feelings to him, so...
Crystal.
Yeah.
I don't trust this guy. You know why I don't trust him? Because you're attracted to him. You understand?
Guy's an asshole.
Even Drew knows he's an a-hole. Drew's in New York. Thank you. Crystal, you know this guy's an idiot, don't you?
Yes, in a way.
All right. And just because your dad was an idiot doesn't mean you got to hook up with another idiot. So just move on. And you're not really bi, by the way. Just somebody screwed with you. Huh?
Well, I've been with a few.
I know, but you're just confused. All right, Crystal.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I wanted to
Bruce,
jump
I'm
in
going to
there
kill
and,
myself, for Christ's sake.
Really needs to
jump
see
in
the
and
movie.
save the day, but I didn't.
There's not. Listen, she is a piece of work, and I don't want to talk to. It's not damaged goods night. Tonight
Here's
is
a
a night
happy
to
call.
celebrate emotional health.
Oh, is that what this is?
That's right. It's Emotional Health
Have another cup of
Monday.
coffee.
All right.
Christine,
Yeah.
you're 23.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Dr. Bruce. And
Hey, how are you?
I actually called to harass Matt and Trey.
Perfect. I'm going to eat pizza.
Hooray.
I'm calling from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Oh, hey. Are you at CSU?
What?
Are you at CSU?
I just graduated from CSU.
Oh, cool. Hooray.
I just wanted to see what kind of harassing I could look forward to in the movie.
There's a lot of harassing. We definitely do a lot of damage, and we're going to get a lot of hate mail.
Oh, boy. What's your problem with CSU?
Well, you know, we went to see. We're rival schools. Come on.
No, but still.
Well, you
I
know,
mean, did
the
you
whole city smells like cows.
Fort Collins just stinks. It just stinks up there.
I think you're mixing us up with Greeley.
Well, Greeley smells worse.
These guys are great for ratings. Huh?
The nurse with the fetus on her head was bad enough.
Yeah, she's from Fort Collins.
And you just called Fort Collins a hick state. I mean, I'm taking issue with
Well,
it.
especially since it's a city.
Well,
you know, it's...
I just lost my whole argument.
Yeah, there you go. That's what people from Fort Collins do.
Damn, and she's one with a degree.
Yeah, a psychology degree no less.
Wow.
Hey, you know, the beauty of growing up in North Hollywood like I did is I'll run into some guy from Van Nuys, and he'll go, hey, North Hollywood sucks. I'll go, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And I'll go, you know, Van Nuys sucks. And he'll go, yeah, tell me about it. And then we just move on and kill ourselves. You don't have to get into that pride that takes up so much time in the arguments.
So, Matt and Trey, where are you now? Are you Californians?
Well, we do the show out of LA, yeah, but we still go home to Colorado as much as we
No,
can.
I'm just glad, you know, instead of coming in, I'm glad you guys are leaving now.
That's cool.
Wow.
Thank you.
Cool.
You know what? This has been a great call.
Yeah, thank
all
you
around.
so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Go see Wild Wild West, would you?
No, I'm going to see South Park, don't worry.
That's right. This Wednesday.
Wednesday, I'll be in Fort Collins.
Cool.
I'll be there.
All right. I love that. I've been to Colorado a couple of times, and the thing I'm always amazed by is how goddamn far the airport is from.
The airport's in Kansas.
It didn't used to be that way. The old airport was great.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. This is the new and improved airport.
The new
that's in
airport.
Kansas.
Yeah,
An airport that's 600 miles away.
My thing is I always say to Drew whenever we go to Colorado, I always go, look, we should just stay in the car. I mean, we drove out to LAX, we parked, we waited in line, we checked in, now we're driving.
It's about the same, flying or driving. It's the same distance.
Yeah, I mean, not if you're going 55, but like 70, 75, I think you'd make it about the same time.
Most people in Colorado hate the new Denver airport because it just makes their life more hell.
Yeah.
It's not a bad-looking place, though it sort of looks like a bunch of gypsies pitched a monumental-sized tent. But it is really like a good hour and a half from the liquor store.
Yeah,
I mean, you're driving.
Yeah.
That's great. It's like, hey, we got a 10:45 flight. Okay, yeah, we'll pick you up at 4 in the morning. Exactly. Really? Yeah. It takes about 9 hours to get to the airport.
Yeah. You can be to the ski resorts in 6 days.
Now, if you want to catch a jumper plane,
a little.
Andrea,
Yeah?
you're 17.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, okay, I have a friend named Kelsey, right?
Yeah.
And she's obsessed literally and like psycho over Trey Parker.
Good.
Is she going to go see the movie?
Wild Wild West?
Well, yes, she told me that she was going to take me the first day it came out. She's like, we have to go, Trey, we have to go. And I'm like, okay. And then she comes over to my house and she plans out the whole wedding she wants to do.
Wedding?
A wedding with you.
How old are you?
17.
How old is your obsessed friend?
16.
How does it affect her daily life? Does it change any of her activities that she should be doing or responsibilities?
She goes on AOL all the time, and she's always looking up Trey Parker stuff. I mean, she's obsessed. I mean,
Does she like Newsies?
Yeah, she does.
That wasn't me.
Does she know where he lives?
No, she doesn't. Don't worry, she's not going to stalk him.
Okay. When did it start?
Okay, it started probably the first time she's a South Park maniac. Her little brother is always running around South Park everything.
Right.
And so she loves South Park. And then she sees those little clips on South Park with you effing this to the old people.
Oh, so she's attracted to people that hate old people.
No, she just loves Trey Parker. She thinks he's hot and everything, and she's just crazy about him.
Does she have a problem with her father?
Well, yeah, she has a problem.
Of course.
Hey, Andrea?
Yeah?
You want Trey to leave an outgoing message on her phone machine or something?
You know what? That would be really good.
All right, we'll put you on hold.
Might even cure
do the commercial.
Shock her into a cure.
Wait.
What?
Okay, tell Trey to say hi. Trey?
Yeah.
Okay, Trey, I want you to say hi to Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
There we go. Kelsey should be very happy now.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You know, it's funny, something that just popped into my head. I am working on a show called The Man Show, which is on Comedy Central. It comes right after South Park.
And it's great, too.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's a great slot to be in, obviously, if you're going to be on Comedy Central right after South Park. And you guys would love, I wish I had a tape recording of all the conversations, because I'm sure you guys have to have content conversations.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
you guys have sold $10 billion worth of sweatshirts.
Right.
And we just premiered a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we're having these knockdown, drag-out arguments over, listen, there is nothing offensive about midget flypaper. Just, would you hear me out?
Yeah.
The pesky midgets, they show up with the circus, and they're attracted to the scent of cotton candy, and we just do the reveal, and it's these midgets are stuck to this flypaper, and they're like, absolutely, you cannot do that. And you guys would love it, because every single time we go right to South Park. South Park has poo that talks. Do you understand that? Listen. Would you listen?
We spent so many hours on the phone with Comedy Central. I mean,
convincing them they should put poo on the air.
This is okay. This is okay.
Right. And I imagine as the seasons wear on and the success wears on, it gets a little bit easier with these conversations.
It did get a little easier, but it's also much more clear cut now. Like the things they won't let us do, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You didn't have the talking poo conversation with them before you went to air for the first.
As a matter of fact, we did.
We did. That was one of the first things
How'd
we
that
brought
go?
up.
It went great because there was this bidding war going on. It was MTV, Comedy Central, and NBC that wanted the show, and when we were deciding what, they were all sort of wooing us and taking us out to dinner. And so when we went out to dinner with Comedy Central, we said, how do you feel about talking poo? And Eileen Katz said, love it. And so we held her to it.
Literally, like, all right, where do we sign? If you're going to say yes to that, where do we sign?
Yeah, it's great. Eileen, I wish I had a tape recorder. The wife leash is in no way meant to be offensive to women. It's just called the wife leash. And
the conversations
only use it at the mall.
The conversations you have, especially doing the movie, was even worse.
I'm sure you guys have a real problem, because always the problem we have with them is always when it starts getting a little, when they consider something sexist.
Right.
That's the only time that they give us notes.
Yeah.
The poo is fine.
Like we had a yeast infection joke one time, and they were like, yeah. And we're like, oh, it's funny. And they're like, it's not funny. And I was like, you think maybe it hits a little close to home? Or
exactly.
They don't, and it's weird, too, is you get into these bizarre philosophical conversations.
Yeah, absolutely.
We had this monkey jokes where these monkeys are sitting in the bar and they're telling a joke. And the joke is a couple Czech women or a couple of Arab women or a couple whatever women are going to they go to the produce section, they pick up a potato, and he says it reminds me of her husband. It's not why, because it's so big, no, because it's so dirty or whatever. And she said Arab people are going to take offense to this. And I said, listen, the women are Arab, but we didn't say they married Arab men. It's just a couple. I said, listen, my father is Italian and my mother is Irish.
Right.
So if my mother was with another Irish woman talking about my father, it wouldn't be an Irish woman.
Right.
And they had to concede based on that retarded logic. But I said to them at one point, I said, I was doing an interview with someone, and I said, having South Park on before you is like having an older brother who's in prison and arguing with your parents over something.
Yeah,
where you go,
totally true.
yeah, well, look at Chet, man. Chet is doing 8 years. You understand? I just want to borrow the car.
Right.
All right, we'll take a little break. Matt and Trey are both here from South Park. We're going to eat some pizza, and we'll be back after this.
92.1 KFMA.
All right, Trey Parker and Matt Stone are both here from the wildly successful South Park, and now South Park the movie. And let let me say this, too. I saw the movie. I love the movie. Tons and tons of laugh-out-loud type jokes. And smart and great musical scores. And I'll tell you, walked out of the theater whistling and wet in the pants. It was really a moving, it was a cinematic triumph is what
it's cinema.
Was.
It's cinema.
Cinema.
But, wait a minute, I had a compliment coming up, and now I lost it in all my I predict an Oscar and a Grammy.
Wow.
As well.
That'd be a coup.
But I'll tell you, this movie was, I was really impressed, and like I said, I was thinking, how are they going to sustain an hour and a half with this animation and the characters you all know about, and they did it. They did it in spades.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Zach?
Oh, hey, what's up, Adam?
You're 16. What's going on?
Yes, I am. One thing, Adam, just want to say, you are the master pimp, and Trey and Parker, and Trey and Matt, you guys are pimps too.
Cool, thanks. That's cool, thanks.
Question for you guys, like, how did you guys come up with, like, the characters, like personalities and stuff? Because, like, my favorite character in, like, an entire series is probably, like, Ned.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of the voice and stuff. Like Stan and Kyle are, like, probably the closest ones to you guys. Yeah. Like, how did you guys come up with that stuff?
Well, you know, just growing up, there was always sort of there's always the annoying fat kid around, you know, so that became Cartman, and then there's always sort of the poor kid that didn't say much, and that became Kenny. But you know, every character is sort of based on someone that we met either as kids or in college or even afterwards, and we just would start imitating their voices, and then they slowly became characters. And
generally it's people you hate.
Yeah.
Generally people you meet, you hate, you start making fun of them and doing their voice and making
Especially
fun of
like Mr. Mackey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that guy like a total, like, jerk?
He wasn't a jerk. He was just kind of not the best person to have a count. That's why I don't really I'm worried about count when they, you know, say go visit the counselor in junior highs and high schools, because I remember my high school counselor, and he was that guy that was just like, drugs are bad, you know, and it was just like, okay, and you'd go see him, and he would just say, they're bad because they're bad. And
I mean,
at
my high school, the dumbest people in the entire building were the high school counselors.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone just laughed about how retarded these people were. I mean, they were truly stupid people.
We were talking about this in the office, and I said, listen, you know, and the thing about you don't know when you're in high school is, you think these guys are smart, but the reality is they're making $32,000 a year, and you're taking career advice from a guy whose chair is attached to his desk.
That's totally true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How good is this guy doing?
Well, and these are the people, like, especially the high school counselors who put forward that whole culture of ambition of, like, you have to get in honors math now, or you're not going to do anything with your life, and you're going to die.
And you're going to end up being a high school counselor.
Well, did it because you guys are real creative and real funny and artistic and everything, and there's always those horror stories of you'll never amount to anything, sit still, you're disruptive, all this. I mean, I'm sure you got a lot of that, like in high school.
I got a lot of that, but I was a math and science guy in high school, but I was like chronic underachiever, so I got tons of that. I was always at the.
But we were the guys who, like, we were in honors classes, but always getting in trouble.
Yeah, I always got C's, but I was in the honors class, you know.
I was a ceramics major in high school, which a lot of people think I'm kidding about, but I absolutely was a ceramics major, and I was a horrible, horrible student. And you know how there are all these guys that aren't doing well because they're not living up to their potential? I was just stupid and was living down to my potential. I got D's, and I probably should have got F's. All right. Oh, what I wanted to say about the movie is good timing. Or not bad timing.
Oh, yeah.
Meaning, so often things heat up, and it's like Super Mario Brothers, the movie, came out about 4 years after kids had put down the joystick, you know? Or even the Jerky Boys or whatever. It's like the way things work in Hollywood is it takes about a year to get a movie.
It just takes a long time to do a movie,
together, and it probably takes a good 6 or 8 months to figure out, hey, we got to make a movie.
Yeah.
And by the time the movie comes out, in a very sad, ironic twist of fate.
I've always thought, that's why they haven't done a Simpsons movie. Yeah. It's because they thought, oh, you know what, we're going to do it. Oh, it's almost over.
It's almost over.
You know, and then
it never was. Yeah.
And then they keep thinking it's almost over, but it's never.
But
it's never been over.
This one, the timing couldn't be better.
Yeah, it's great.
And it's still going strong. Brittany?
Yeah.
You're 14?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, my stepdad, he hits me and my little sister a lot, and either my mom's real stupid or she just doesn't want to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
He's always hitting us, and she just doesn't do anything about it, or I don't know.
Where's your real dad?
He left when I was 5.
Yeah, I bet he hit your mom or something like that, too, right?
Yeah.
How was he hitting you? Is he slapping you? Is he punching you? Is he...
Yeah, we live in a 2-story house, and he's pushed me down the stairs before.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you tell your mom?
Yeah, but she really didn't care, or she just didn't believe me.
You should probably call somebody if your mom won't call somebody. I mean, here's the deal. Your mom probably got slapped around by her dad. Then she went on and married a guy who slapped her around. And then she got divorced. That was your biological dad. And lo and behold, she's with another abusive guy.
Uh-huh.
This is how the unfortunate cycle works.
And you're not going to convince her. She doesn't want to see it. And she...
Do you tell her? Do you say, listen, he's hit both of us?
I really haven't sat down and talked to her about it, but...
How old is your brother?
My little sister.
Oh, little sister.
Yeah, she's 4.
4. And he hits her, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he work around metal?
Pretty much, yeah. He's a construction worker.
Yeah, I don't trust guys. Any guy who works around metal is always just round them up. When I'm in charge, I'm going to look for guys, little shavings of metal underneath their fingernails. I'm going to round them up.
That's where the queen's nest is somewhere around a lot of
That's
metal.
right. All right. Hey, Brittany, do you think you can talk to your mom? Why don't you sit your mom down and really talk to her? Tell her that he's doing this to you, and you know it may have happened to her, but it's not okay for you.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
I think.
I mean, I know it's tough, but what's the alternative, you know?
Well, they're mandated reporters. They're pediatricians, doctors and law enforcement. And
right.
Yeah, I've been with my sister a couple of times, but...
How old's your sister? 4.
Oh, no, my older sister. She's 24.
Oh, boy. Okay. I bet she's hooked up with a real dreamboat, who?
Oh, no, she has a great husband. He's
really?
Really good.
Really?
Are they aware this is continuing? Does your sister know this is going on?
No, I really haven't told her.
Can you talk
about
to
it.
your older sister?
Yeah.
All right, do that. Can you call her tomorrow and tell her?
Yeah.
All right, and if you saw that South Park movie, probably cheer you up as well.
Yeah, that would help.
I'm going to go watch it.
All right, good.
Yeah. All right, Brittany, call your sister tomorrow, would you?
Yeah.
And explain to her what this guy's doing.
Okay.
All right. And if she's good, she'll take care of you.
Call us back and let us know, because you're doing the right thing.
All right. Matt and Trey have to go because I think they have to do a radio junket. And God knows I got to get up at 4:45 tomorrow to do one myself.
Can you leave it, too? You want to leave me here?
Tonight? Are you kidding me? Every affiliate didn't kill themselves, I'd do it. I thought there'd be a place to come back to tomorrow. If an angry mob did not show up and burn the studio down, I'd come back. So again, South Park this Wednesday, that's when it opens, and that's when you should go see it, because you don't want people singing songs that you haven't heard.
And see Kenny's face, actually. You see Kenny's face in the movie.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So
that's very revealing.
Double the price of admission.
These guys have had intelligent callers. They really...
Bruce? I don't know what you're trying to get at, but now's not the time because we got to go to break.
All right.
I'll
finish after break.
You will? Okay. All right. Guys, thanks a lot for coming.
Thank you, Adam.
I do appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Loveline will be right back. Loveline will be right back.
Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Bruce. We're going to take a quick 10-second top of the hour timeout. We'll be back with more of the show in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on radio station. The new Broad 92.1 KFMA, Green Valley, Tucson.
All righty. It is Loveline. I want to thank Matt Stone and Trey Parker for coming in here tonight. Their schedule's pretty nutty with the release of the movie coming out Wednesday and everything, and they're doing these horrible, press junkets up all hours talking on the phone and doing all these shows, and they were...
nice guys.
We kind of put the squeeze on them a little bit to get them in here, and it was real nice of them to come in here tonight. I also want to thank Diamond Limo for bringing Matt and Trey out here, and... I'm assuming that they did a good job. They seem to get here in one piece, and they seem to be in good spirits. So, Again, South Park, the movie, opens this Wednesday. I have seen it. I enjoyed it, and I guarantee laughs. I absolutely do. All right, Dr. Bruce is filling in for Dr. Drew and doing a less than adequate job as usual, but that's all right because we have the second hour, and that's where Bruce shines. Right, Bruce?
That's right. I am board certified, of course.
Yes, he is he knows about addiction medicine. He's emergency medicine, pediatric medicine, tattoo removal, and he also does high pressure water cleaning. If you have a sidewalk with some gum or tar on it, he'll be out at the house with his rake. Dr. Bruce, the thing I like about Dr. Bruce is, even though he's a physician, he eats like a 14-year-old kid who just got home from camp.
Just because I had McDonald's and a Twinkie.
What did you bring in here tonight? McDonald's, Twinkies, and the Hostess Danish.
Those fell into my briefcase somehow.
2 of those Hostess Danishes.
But I'm very moderate. They're still there.
What is up with your metabolism? You're skinny as a rail.
I eat about 1 meal a day.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And it's just all lard and sugar.
No.
He eats a giant ball of lard and sugar at noon every day. All right, now you have calls picked out? You ready to go?
Ready to go.
Ryan?
Yes.
You're 24.
Still.
What's going on?
Well, first off, I've been a really big fan of Loveline I've been all the way back to the Poor Man days. I mean, that's late 80s anyway. I kind of thought I had a problem until I heard that 12-year-old girl. Sounds more like a complaint now.
Right.
Well, this is the deal. I've been dating my girlfriend for about a month now. I'm not the first boyfriend this has happened to, but she can't orgasm. I mean, she can, but it takes, a lot more than I think the average man has got.
Right.
I mean, she has to, during intercourse, she has to masturbate to peak.
Right.
And it takes forever. Which it's fine because, like a lot like you, like you said last night, you're able to control it.
Yeah.
Really, to her advantage, that's a good thing, too.
Sure.
Now, I was wondering, for a question for Dr. Bruce, is there any type of, a hormonal type of medication, something that she can take, something more or less to kind of accelerate, maybe help her out a little bit?
There's a great variety in sexual response from individual to individual, and there's no reason you'd want to introduce any medication or drug.
They don't really make anything that works, is what he's trying to say.
Well, it's just because of the fact, we can, we have sexual intercourse, a lot. But I kind of feel bad because here, I can orgasm, 2, maybe 3 times.
Wow. Yeah, I remember those days.
You've only been going out a month, and sometimes you need to set the stage work for intimacy to occur. That's a little rushed for getting to know somebody.
Settle down. Hey, listen, Ryan.
Yo.
Can she masturbate all right?
Yeah, she can.
And she can have...
It's more like a tool, you know what I mean? Masturbation is used as more of a tool.
Right, but she uses it during intercourse, right?
Yes. Yeah, because she can't have an orgasm just being
right.
inside of her.
How about the oral sex?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, well, that's how I make her orgasm.
She has an orgasm.
90% of the time.
Okay, listen to me, Ryan.
Right.
Most women, I would say, have some degree of difficulty having the orgasm with the intercourse.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And even though she manipulates herself, if she's having an orgasm while you guys are having intercourse, you're ahead of the game.
Right. Yeah, but
so,
it takes.
I know, but at least she can do it.
Right.
And you're still way ahead of the game with that.
She's normal and you're normal. It's just different.
She has an easier orgasm with the oral sex, right?
Yeah, it's much easier that way.
All right. Well, here's what I'm saying. Stop complaining.
Well, I'm not complaining.
She's just set up the way she's set up.
Right.
And you're not going to do anything about that. But I hate to agree with Bruce, but as you guys get to know each other a little better, get a little more intimate, she trusts you a little more, there's a whole psychological dynamic that goes on with women.
Right.
And as that irons itself out, maybe these things will come a little easier.
Right.
On the other hand, she may get pissed off at you and not even be able to have an orgasm during oral sex. You never know. But Ryan, you're ahead of the game. Listen, I don't know why I'm asking Bruce this question. I sit here every night and I hear women who can't have orgasms during intercourse. It's I don't know what it is, but I would say, oh, who the hell knows? I would say that 65 to 70% of women cannot have an orgasm during intercourse. But most of those women can have one through some manipulation or through oral sex, and then there's that sort of 10% who just can't have one no matter what's going on down there. And what do you think of that?
Well,
that's about right, Bruce?
70% is a little high, but...
Little high? You think half? Think it's about half?
Possibly. I don't really know
you
exactly.
Don't know. You just want to prove me wrong?
No, I think that
I'm saying a lot of the women I talk to on this show, it seems like more than half cannot have an orgasm through intercourse.
No, probably in this show that statistic is accurate, but...
Well, and also, hey, if she's 22, 21, whatever, that may change in 10 years, too, right?
Right.
Well, women tend to get a little better at that as it goes on.
Yeah, I mean, it's just of interest to me that he's been in a relationship with this person for 1 month and thinking about introducing a medication.
Listen, Bruce,
to change.
I want to introduce you. I was going to say welcome to the 90s. I'm going to say welcome to the 80s.
Not necessarily progress, I would say.
All right, I know.
Okay.
Katie?
Yeah.
You're 19.
Uh-huh.
What's going on?
Well, I'm straight, and I work at a drag bar.
Drag bar, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean guys dressed up as chicks?
Female impersonators, yeah.
Right.
And I've been working there for about 3 months or so. I've had gay friends all my life, and I just told my mom that I work there, and my parents are very upset about that.
Well, what do you do there?
You
help them duct tape their genitalia between their legs?
Yes, and if they need help. Most of them are pretty good at it themselves.
Do they stuff the junk between the legs?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They do a whole, dance number or whatever with the junk between the legs?
Yeah, well, they have to shave everything first, of course. Otherwise, that would hurt a lot.
Right, right.
And then they just tuck it back and
I understand they tuck it back, and when they put that Mae West type dress on, you can walk with your junk stuff between your legs. But when the big dance numbers kick in, how do you keep the junk between the legs?
Well, their testicles kind of go up inside, and
Is your seeming expertise in this area the reason your parents object to the
What about the penis? What about the penis? Where's that hiding?
That's just it goes all the way back. I mean, yikes.
Between the legs.
Yeah.
And right into the anus.
Well, if their particular one...
No.
Does this fascinate you, Adam?
I understand. Listen, I can stuff my junk between my legs and make it like from the bathroom to the bed, if I'm feeling naughty. But I could not do a whole dance number with the junk tucked between the legs. You really got to get out there and start checking out penis.
It's a lot of duct tape.
Okay. Really? Do they really tape it?
Yeah, it's duct tape.
Are you S-ing me?
No, I'm...
Oh, these guys got to kill themselves. What the hell are they doing?
It's like practice, I guess.
I do not understand this form of entertainment either. If you want to see a good-looking woman, you go to a strip bar. For Christ's sake.
Do you understand it, Katie?
Well, it's kind of a performance thing, I guess.
I understand, but
do your parents understand it?
My parents...
Have they been to a performance? Maybe that's...
They have a lot of friends that are gay. They don't have a problem with that.
Right. Are all the guys gay?
That do it? Not all of them, but a large percentage.
Right.
In fact, we have a 78-year-old man that performs, and he's married to a woman, and they go to a group therapy session every week.
Yeah, with the junk tucked between the legs.
Exactly.
Oh, I would kill myself. I got to tell you. I don't understand it. You're a gay man. You're dressing as a woman. I mean, I understand that, but you're into guys. Being into guys. Why do you got to...
I'm engaged to a man.
You are?
Yes.
All right. How old is he?
He's 20.
Does he tuck himself between his legs?
No.
What's he do?
For a living?
Yeah.
He's in the Army.
He's in the Army?
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he come visit you at work?
Well, he's in Germany right now, so but he's gone with me to the club before.
Wow, you're very diverse in your lifestyle. You hang out with many different types of people.
I'm a theater major, so you have to kind of...
All right. So what do you do over there besides help with the duct tape?
Sometimes I perform. I just kind of dress up, lots of makeup, and
Is it female impersonator?
It's Victor Victoria kind of thing.
All right. And what do you do? Just dance around?
Yeah.
Do guys think you're, does the audience think you're a guy in drag?
Sometimes. A lot of times, whenever they go up to give me a tip, they're kind of like, are you a man or a woman?
Yeah.
But,
all right.
They're like, that's a fabulous tuck job you have there.
Okay, so the issue, you're 19 years old and you're concerned that your parents disapprove?
Yeah,
what do they do with the, I mean, at 19, parents...
what are they going to do? You're married to a guy, you're going to get married to a guy who's in the Army. What do you care?
Well, they're very upset. First of all, they're afraid that me going to a bar, a gay bar, I'm going to be a victim of, a hate crime just for, happening to be at the wrong place.
Where are you calling from?
Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's like, hey, on the way back from blowing up the abortion clinic, when we blow up that drag joint, I got some extra.
Could happen to me.
Extra plastic. Hey, Katie, it doesn't sound like the greatest environment, So why don't you start looking for other work, and until then, tell your parents to relax.
Okay.
I mean, on one hand, I'd be thinking as a parent, well, I don't know if my kid working at this bar, but on the other hand, all you got's a bunch of old queens and a bunch of young queens on stage. Where's the danger?
Yeah, but it's not a bank teller job either. It's just...
I know, it's not a bank teller job, but in terms of, her safety, if she's just working at a regular bar, I mean, hell, if she's just working at a Hooters or something, it's probably, walking out to the parking lot, a lot of drunken guys hitting on her, that kind of thing. You ever been to a drag show?
I can't say I have.
You haven't? I've been to one.
Did you enjoy it?
No. I said, this is nuts. I went to a bachelor party, and the deal with the bachelor party is we went out to eat, had a few margaritas, ate a few tacos, and then we went to this place called the Queen Mary over in Studio City. And I was sitting there drunk with about 9 other guys, and after sitting there for about 45 minutes, I looked around and I said, are you guys effing nuts? We're watching guys, and furthermore, I'm getting horny. So I think we should make a move before we get into trouble here. And, The Bachelor, my buddy Philip, he's loaded and starting to pull on some of the guys. A guy will get confused. I mean, you get a guy drunk enough and sit him down there long enough, and some 8-foot Diana Ross impersonator comes walking up to him in stiletto heels, and something's going to happen.
And that's a successful bachelor party too. That's what you.
I said, listen, this is ridiculous. We're getting up, we're going to a strip bar, and we're going to regain our masculinity. And we went over to Star Garden in North Hollywood. I knew the bouncer. We all piled in and had a fabulous time. Put him up on stage, paddled him, and that's how I met my stripper girlfriend. It's a great story.
Oh, more. I want to hear more stories.
She, my ride left. My car was over at the Queen Mary, and she ended up giving me a ride home back to my car, and, we hit it off. Can I say?
I think she should be a guest.
She actually paddled my buddy Philip when he was up on stage in her, schoolgirl outfit or something.
I'd like to have her here as a guest. I have some questions.
She hates me. She moved back to England, and she's married. But other than that, we could have her on tomorrow night. All right, have you picked another call?
Yes, 2.
Oh, because I was going to say Z is not a number. Chris?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yes, I'm 18.
What's going on?
Well, I have a thing with my penis. Everybody likes to show it off at school because when I get erect, the head of it turns kind of a dark purple and it leans off to the right side. And I was wondering why it would turn purple.
You haven't been using any Viagra, have you?
Oh, no. Don't need it.
What's going on with showing it off at school?
I got a friend named Amy, and she saw it and felt that she had to show a few other people, so...
Yeah. It's tough, yeah.
Well, but you had to show a few other...
You have to get an erection for them, don't you?
Yeah. That's how Amy found out. She was kind of playing with it.
Was she your girlfriend?
No, she's just a friend.
Well, that's nice of her.
And then it sounds almost like she took it off and carried it somewhere. People make... Well, this is rather strange. I think the question...
No, I was held down on a couch. That kind of helped it out, too, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you then have to show other people. You have to get yourself excited and show them, right?
Right.
That's a lot of pressure on a lad of 18.
Do you enjoy this?
It's a certain notoriety.
It's kind of embarrassing, and I always try to cover it up and hide it, but she always gets somebody to hold my hands, so I can't grab it or move it out of the way.
Yeah, but how does it get erect?
Yeah, she plays with it and arouses it, so...
Chris, is this like a weekly activity for
No,
you
it's
and your friend?
only like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then, like, I have a girlfriend right now, and she's seen it, and the first thing she said when she saw it was, wow, how come it's all purple? And I was like, I don't know.
All right. And is it big?
So they say.
Yeah, I gotta believe you show me purple and bending to one side. I'm gonna show you something that's big.
Yeah.
They're kind of, the head of it gets really firm, too.
Well, when you have an erection, the mechanism is...
No, I mean really firm.
Yeah, all right.
Kinda like it's gonna
Did you
explode. It
bounce
kinda
a quarter off it or something? All right, go ahead and explain the erectile process to Chris, Bruce.
Basically, blood pools in spongiform type tissue, spongy tissue, and that is that's the sum of the erection. And when you have
and it gets
pooling of
trapped
blood
in there, right?
Right. And when you have pooling of blood, you can have a blue color because it's venous blood. It's had its oxygen removed.
What do you mean it's venous blood? It's had its oxygen removed.
Well, the arteries carry blood from the heart.
Right.
It has been oxygenated in the lungs, and oxygenated blood with oxygen is red, and the oxygen leaving the blood, it leaves it with a darker...
Why is the oxygen left the blood that's in your penis?
Well, why is the oxygen...
Just pretend you're a doctor for a minute and articulate yourself, for Christ's sake. You have blood... And you say it's been sort of deoxygenated. It's venous, like intravenous?
Well, in the penis, it's not an issue of arterial versus venous blood. The blood, when blood pools like that, the color can appear.
Is it a different color blood that goes to your penis than that, let's say, goes to your heart?
No.
Well, that's what you sounded like you were saying.
Well, I was describing the blue color.
What color's blood when it's in your arteries?
Red.
It's red. And does it get redder when it gets infused with oxygen?
Yes.
Yes. And the further away it is from going through your lungs and getting the oxygen in it, the more purple the hue is?
Right. When you have an more blue in color, right.
Blue in color. Okay.
The concern here, he describes almost sounds like he has a mass there and then a bending.
All right, but
I'm not sure what it is.
Would you say that he has a thinner skin or more pressure, or why is his that color?
I really don't know.
Well, what would cause that?
It just could be a normal variant that he has. I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what he's describing, to tell you the truth. If he's got chordae or he's got...
Listen to me. All right, here's what I want to ask you. I would fire you immediately if you worked at my hospital, by the way. But here's what I want to ask you. Is the blood to his penis, Chris's penis, is it a different color than the blood that goes to my penis? Or is his penis, is the skin on the head of his penis just thinner and it somehow works out that way?
I think it's probably the skin is thinner or...
And the pressure is greater.
No, I don't know about the pressure being
But the
greater,
color of the blood that's in his penis is the same color the blood's in my penis.
Yeah, the colors, I shouldn't have even mentioned those.
All right, yeah, you really shouldn't have.
I'm trying to understand what he's describing, if it's a mass or if it's bulging.
No,
it's just... Exactly he's describing.
It just turns purple.
You can have chordae, you can have...
should he get checked out?
Oh, well, yeah, I think he should get checked out in more ways than one. It's sort of disturbing that he has people holding him down.
Oh, he's 18. He likes to show his penis off. The girl plays with it.
All right.
You know.
You're the judge.
All right, listen, if there's no pain in the penis, he's probably all right?
Yeah, in this case, it doesn't sound...
I'm talking to the microphone. What's your first...
Okay.
All right, I'm moving on, unless you got something good to say.
I don't have a whole lot to say about this call. I don't think he has anything serious, but he should have a look at it.
You got another call picked up?
One. That was quick.
You know, I think you just came undone. You were pretty good last night. You were all right the first hour and a half here, but the wheels really came off the wagon on that last call, Bruce. I got to tell you.
You got me shook, I must admit. Or
Jana,
it was the Twinkie that...
Jana, yeah, you're spazzing out.
Yeah, hello?
It's funnier to watch Bruce in person, too, because his hands start moving around, too.
That's right.
Yeah, he goes, the venous and the oxygenated, it goes into the, well, I'm not going to,
Oh, this will be a good one for me.
Go ahead, Jana.
I feel it.
Okay, well,
emotions coming up.
I was in a relationship with a guy and stuff, and then one day we went to the movies, and he fingered me and stuff.
In the movies?
Yeah.
Oh, what movie did you see?
I can't remember. I think it was like Deep Impact or something.
Right.
But so then when we were walking out, like it like burned down there and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I didn't really pay any attention to it, and then like about a month later he did it again. I mean, he did it since then, and nothing happened. But then he did it again one day, and like it like hurt worse. And I looked, and it was like one of my lips was swollen, you know.
Yeah. Okay. What could that be, Bruce?
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Good, Bruce.
But they'd have to see the arm motion.
Yeah, you'd have to be in the studio to see my arms flailing about, and then me getting off mic.
You know, I'm trying to master the art of visualizing
talking into
radio.
the microphone.
Oh,
all right,
that's
go ahead. Give him an answer, because I got to go to the bathroom. Hurry. Ready? Go.
Okay. You need to have it looked at by a gynecologist. You could have a Bartholin cyst. You could have...
Why would this guy bring it on with his fingering?
Well, because he may be occluding that area of...
Cutting it off somehow?
You know, once again...
Could there be some bacteria or something on his hands? Maybe he was eating Red Hots or
an allergic reaction. It could be, but when you have a swollen, when you have swelling in that area, Bartholin.
Why just one side?
Because that's with many disorders such as that, they occur on one side, not the other.
I see.
I'm not sure how he's doing this. I'm not sure what the.
All right, we don't even know if it's connected to him.
Yeah, but it would come back. Well, I mean, I think that's what
it would go away and then come back.
Well, it came back like about a month later after we weren't even doing anything and stuff.
Yeah.
And it stayed for about a week, and it was like it felt kind of like a yeast infection. But
have you had a doctor look at it? Actually examine you.
Well, do you think it could be like serious?
Hey, listen, go to the gynecologist, Screwball.
Well,
listen,
it happens.
You're becoming sexually active. You need to go to the gynecologist.
Anytime you have swelling, rash, pain in that area, you really have to have a doctor look at it because, it can be serious. It can be a venereal disease, and those things sometimes will wax and wane. They will seem to go away and then come back.
Right. Okay. Speaking of going away and coming back, we're going to take a little break. I'm going to pee. Bruce, you have any plans? You want to watch me pee?
I want to meditate here.
Thank you. Let me show you the purplish hue on the end of my penis. We'll take a little break. We'll be back.
This summer, heaven.
It's Loveline. Dr. Bruce is filling in for Dr. Drew, and up until the last break was doing a pretty good job, but he really came undone. Lack of sleep.
Yeah.
Right, he's back.
I'm back.
Dr. Drew will be in here tomorrow night. Jenna Jameson, the adult film star, will be in here tomorrow night. Then Crystal Method will be in here on Wednesday. Those guys we've known for a good long time, and good guys. So got that to look forward to. Troy?
Hello?
Troy, you're 17.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I'm going out with a black girl. She's my girlfriend.
Yeah?
And my parents don't like it when I'm going out with her because she's black, you know. I mean, we get in, like, big arguments over my parents. Me and my parents get in big arguments, you know.
Hey, Troy?
Yeah?
Do you have the radio or the TV or something?
Sorry about that.
Who was that?
No, it's just someone, my friend.
Okay.
Radio.
Yeah, turn down the radio, thanks.
All right, thanks.
There you go. So you have a black girlfriend.
Yeah.
How long have you been going out with her?
We've been going out for about a month now.
Oh, okay. And do you bring her home and stuff?
Yeah, every time I bring her home, my parents give her bad looks, and they call her nigger.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Where do you live?
I live in Calamasa.
Where the hell is Calamasa?
Out my end of the woods.
Oh, no, you live near, now I can believe it. They do not call her nigger to her face.
I mean, not to her face, you know, but, like, they would just like nigger like that, you know. And
Yeah. All right, so they're racist.
yeah, my parents are racist.
Right, but you're not.
No.
Sounds like a bogus call.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah. Well, the part about calling her racist to her face, or just calling her nigger seemed a little weird.
A little out of...
Hey, Troy?
Yeah?
Listen. Don't bring her home if your parents are going to give you a hard time. Go over to her house.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I have to sneak out of my house just to go over to her house, you know?
Beer tastes good.
Yeah. I think they've had a few
Hey, would you put one of your friends on the phone?
Huh?
Put your friend on the phone.
All right, here's my friend Jacob.
Hello?
Jacob?
Yeah?
Would you shut the F up so I can talk to Troy, please?
All right.
All right, give him back the phone.
Hello?
All right, Troy. Now listen to me. I swear to God, I'm going to hit that Jacob with a slipper if he keeps talking like a puppy.
Yeah, I know.
Troy?
Yeah?
If you like her, then go out with her, and if your parents are going to be racist, then don't bring her home. I know it's a pain in the ass, but you go to her place. I mean, that's it. And get good grades, move out, go to college, and they'll leave you alone.
Do you think Troy really has an African-American girlfriend? It sounded sort of like he was making things up there.
No, I thought his friends were goofing off, but I kind of believed him.
Oh, okay.
I thought his friends were just screwing around. See, here's my take. I think when you go bogus call, you go a little more bogus than that.
Yeah.
I mean, Dad was wearing a hood on his head or something like that. You know, you go a little further south, right? And then you also get on the same page as your friend is in the room, which is, I'm going to make this bogus call, go in the other room and listen and shut up. But why would the guy be yelling in the background, screwing up the bogus call? I think his friend was just a jackoff.
Yeah.
But either way,
makes sense.
It happens. Another reason I believe it is, we just got this call, I think it was last night, that when your parents are racist and you don't like your parents, here's the deal. Racists are usually mean people, too. It's hard to just sort of have things exist in a vacuum. Like, I'm a Nazi, but other than that, I'm a really great guy. Or I'm a racist, but other than the part about hating other cultures and other colors, I'm a really nice guy. It usually doesn't work that way. You show me some racist parents, I'll show you a parent who does a little drinking and smacks their kid around a little bit, too.
Which was the case last night.
Then the kid gets resentful. Not only that their parents are racist, but that they smack them around a little bit. And they'll stick by you for a while, but come 15, 16, 17, guess who they're going out with? That's right. Whatever race you hate the most, that's who they're going out with. And it's not that they love that race, it's that they hate you, and you hate that race. Monica?
Yes?
You're 20.
Hi. My problem is that, I think, for one, to start off with, I think I might be pregnant.
All right.
And I really don't keep track with I haven't been with my period. But, I mean, I think for about a week and a half, let's just say, I've been, spotting, and it's just really light. And I'm just afraid, that might be a sign that I'm pregnant.
Yeah. Certainly could be, but why don't you get a pregnancy test?
Why don't I?
Yeah. Well, she can just call in and we can tell her over the phone.
Oh, okay.
Hold your vagina up to the phone, please, Monica, so we can make a honest assessment here. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
No, that's Drew's area.
Oh, yes. Do you have a boyfriend?
It's this guy. He was started out as my boyfriend for about a month, and then we got in a car accident, and then he kind of just started being the typical jerk, and then I was kind of the typical stupid little girl that would just kind of, whenever he called,
right.
go over and...
Oh, okay, but you didn't use any protection?
No, but he pulled out, but I know...
Oh, if he pulled out, there's no problem there.
No.
You idiot.
No, I know. I didn't think so.
Okay.
I'm not trying to say that, but...
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying, listen, you could be pregnant. Well, let's say you are pregnant. What are you going to do?
Well, I know I don't want to have a kid, and I was just talking to my friend about that tonight, but, I mean... I was just wondering, because I don't really have insurance and stuff.
Bruce would like you to have an abortion.
Right.
No, I wouldn't. You need to...
I just said that because I know you freak out about it.
Oh. No.
Well, listen, here's the deal. Why don't you first establish whether you're pregnant or not?
Right.
Go down to one of those...
But is that a sign? I mean, is that a...
Yeah, it could be. Listen, goofball, go find out whether you're pregnant. That could be a sign of that, but it could be something else.
And well, since I don't have insurance, should I?
You can go to family planning.
Do you think I should talk to him?
The guy?
Yeah, because I have tried to ignore him. You know, he was paging, and I think he's got the message, but I was ignoring him before I thought it was really bad.
Okay, but listen, why don't you find out, A, if you're pregnant,
Right.
and then, B, go to one of those family planning things and get a few options, and then C, talk to him if, in fact, you are pregnant.
Okay, and a comment on the pulling out method. It's not anything about near the end or when you pull out. There's material that can get you pregnant very early on in the time when you're having intercourse. So there's this thing, people think, well, if I pull out, then before anything comes out, there's stuff coming out.
Well,
all the time.
Oh, hold on a second, wise guy. It varies quite a bit from penis to penis.
Right.
Some guys have a bad gasket. They tend to leak. Other guys don't leak. You know what I'm saying? Some guys, their penis is like a, certain dogs slobber a lot. You know what I'm talking about? Certain breeds.
Wonderful analogy.
No, I'm serious. There's certain dogs like, I was going to say, not Great Dane, I was going to say like St. Bernard. St. Bernard always dripping something out of their mouth. And then you have these old dogs, I don't know, these little poodles or something. There's nothing coming out of their mouth. Guys' penises are that way, too. Some guys do a little drip and other guys don't. So if you're a dripper, the whole pull-out thing, that's null and void. And then why bother?
They're all St. Bernards. That's the way they should look at it.
Everyone look at yourself as a St. Bernard.
That's right.
I do not dribble. Hey, there's some guys that'll just they'll dribble right through their pants just watching an R-rated movie and stuff. You know any of those guys, Bruce?
No.
Seriously, you don't hang with those guys? Hey, Bruce. You want to use a pen that works if you're going to just go ahead and write stuff?
So far in 2 nights, 3 pens, 3 don't work that you've handed me. So I'm just
I haven't
getting
handed you. I don't hand you the pen.
That's true.
Crystal?
Yeah.
You're 14.
What's my problem?
Yeah, what's your problem? You have divorced parents who are still having sex?
Yeah, it's more like, well, I'm doing what everybody else is saying. My mom can't get my dad to pay child support or spousal support, and she doesn't make enough money regularly to support herself.
Right. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. Listen, I want to get into another one of these for 1 second. I want to talk to Lisa for a second, and then I'll get back to Crystal. Lisa?
Adam!
I know, we got to go to break. What's going on?
Long time no talk.
Yeah, I miss you.
Called and did your cards?
Huh?
You remember when I called and did your tarot cards?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I read your tarot cards.
Crazy broad. That's a huge pile of nonsense, all that crap.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well.
Look, I'm going to predict everyone's future, right? I'm going to read everyone who's listening. You know what? I'm looking at all their hands. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You're a very creative person, but you're not doing the kind of work that really realizes that creativity and its full potential. Am I right?
And you can make some serious money.
Yeah, but there's a creative part of you. Also, there's a part of you nobody sees. I mean, there's that part that you show people. There's that part of you that, you go to parties, you have your friends, you're close, people think they know you. But then there's that other part of you that lurks deep inside you.
That's exactly right. How did you know that about me?
You don't let people see that. And you're so creative. You are so creative. But whatever you're doing now, I don't know what it is, but it is not fully tapping into that creativity. There's so much more in you.
It's like you know me.
I know.
I know.
I'm getting an H. Is there an H? Is there somebody in your family with an H? A friend? Maybe you drive a Honda? I mean, I see an H. Is there an H? H somewhere. Is there an H in someone's name? Not even the first letter.
My great-great-uncle Harry.
Harry.
How did you know that?
I saw H. Saw H. Okay. We're going to take a little break, and we'll get back to Lisa. She's a threesome question, and I'll make more predictions about the future.
Can we role play some more?
Hold on, sure. You have no future in radio.
You're a loser. You don't. I'm not paying you.
All right. We'll be back.
Mommy! This has been Loveline.
The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff.
On 92.1 KFMA.
It is Loveline. Adult film star Jenna Jameson will be in here tomorrow night. We will talk to her. We go way back, me and Jenna. And so does Jenna and Drew, by the way. And when we left off, Dr. Bruce is filling in for Dr. Drew and doing a wonderful job. I kid him, but I love him. Lisa, who's 32.
Live in Cherry Valley.
Live in where?
Cherry Valley.
Cherry Valley.
Which is right near Calamasa.
Oh, Calamasa, okay. And did you do my tarot cards the last time I spoke to you?
Yeah, that was last year, I think.
And what was the deal with me?
Oh, I don't remember. I can go look it up. I wrote it down, but I don't have it right here handy.
Oh, yeah, well, next time you call up, why don't you go ahead and fish it out before you call up?
I'll do that. Actually, I was going to see if you guys, after I get off the air, if you guys want to go ahead and take my number, because I'd really like to talk to Jenna Jameson about what I'm going to say here first.
Well,
it's not my question.
Well,
I know you don't have much time.
You can call back tomorrow and talk to her.
Oh, yeah, I'll try to call back tomorrow, but sometimes I try.
Okay, baby.
You know.
Go ahead.
But,
What's your question?
Okay. Well, real quick, before I question, I called in because you guys were talking about statistics having to do with women that call in and most women can't get off, yada, yada, whatever.
Right.
I mean, and I'm going to say something bad here. They're going to have to bleep it, but
listen. I don't want to bleep it, so just put it...
I'm the kind of girl that, I get off really easy, and, I get off really killer if a guy just even seriously tongue bangs my mouth.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just during...
yeah, all right. But, Lisa, you're a little nutty, too, right?
Well, I'm not that nutty.
Yeah, you're kind of pretty nutty.
I am, but
all right.
I've talked to a lot of my girlfriends, and I've got a lot of girlfriends that take it off that easy, too.
All right, well,
but
I'd like to swing with these chicks.
Don't call in.
Okay, well, that's true, too, and you are 32, and a lot of the ones who call the show are 19.
That's true.
And there's a big difference in terms of...
I started playing myself when I was like 8 years old, so I knew how.
Yeah.
What was your main statement or question?
Okay, my question is... You mean my question?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, last week my grandma was gone for the weekend. I live with my grandma. And my boyfriends didn't want me to have a threesome with this buddy of his and stuff. And they came up here, and we were getting it on. And I tried to call in that night
All
because,
right. Forget it. You're getting it on with the two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just tired.
It's your grandma's house?
What?
It's your grandma's house?
Yeah.
Is your grandfather still alive?
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. What a way to desecrate his memory. Probably a picture of him somewhere looking at you.
I was in my own room.
Granddaughter soiling the house.
Oh, whatever. Quick.
He built with his own hands.
Okay, so what happened?
But the thing is, I just got really tired.
Well, all right. There's two penises and one of you.
I was tired. My throat was sore, and everything was tired,
Yeah.
And so it came to be about midnight, and they both still wanted to stay. I knew they both had to be at work in the morning.
Yeah.
And I told them, hey, you guys, you got to go home.
Yeah, so you kicked them out.
Right. Well, my grandma's leaving tomorrow morning.
Where the hell is she going?
This time she's going to Yosemite. Oh, she's coughing now. She might wake up.
Oh, my God. Oh, that poor woman. I hope she goes there and jumps off Half Dome. That's what she should do.
Okay, so how do you feel about being involved in the threesome with two guys?
Well, really, when I'm with a guy, I just want to be with him.
Okay,
all right. Well,
great.
Don't do it if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, how do I tell him that?
Look, this guy's already... I think he's violated the boundaries of your relationship. I think this is like the...
I agree.
Destructo of the relationship. I mean, people don't go on and have...
Oh, look, Lisa, this guy doesn't care about you, please.
I know, and just tonight he told me, he loves me.
Yeah,
and
he
I'm
does.
Like, I don't want to hear that.
He does not. Lisa, you don't have any kids, do you?
Yeah, what?
Do you have kids?
No.
Okay, good. Don't have any kids,
I'm not
please.
gonna.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, where do you work?
I'm a telemarketer.
Okay. Lisa, I don't know what's up with you, and I don't know what somebody did to you, but get a little therapy.
Had some.
Have a little more. Feel free to have a second helping of therapy, and start walking.
And I hope they both use condoms, because these guys are probably not.
Oh, boy. God knows what the hell was done to her at some age. But listen, everybody, just stop doing whatever you're doing and start jogging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a lot better than threesomes.
Well, wait a minute. I'm going to get back to poor Crystal over here. Crystal?
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So you're 14.
Mm-hmm.
Your divorced parents are still having sex.
Yeah.
Your dad pays child support.
No.
Only if mom has sex.
No. And the thing about that is he'll give her like $400, a month when he's supposed to be paying like 3 times that.
Yeah.
And then he'll end up taking it back.
Yeah, all right. Your dad's kind of a deadbeat, right?
Absolutely. He's
Yeah.
an alcoholic.
Okay. And what about your mom?
Well, she's had it pretty rough.
Yeah.
She won't tell me anything about her, how she was when she was a child.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she had the perfect childhood.
Yeah.
But I hear bits and pieces like she had a boyfriend that beat her up. There was
No, of course. Well, listen, her dad must been quite a prize.
No, he was. I mean this with all my heart. He is the most wonderful person in the entire world.
Well, where is he now?
Well, he died, but he
How long ago did he die?
when I was 3, and the only thing I ever hear about him was how wonderful he was. It has nothing to do with
And where's mom then? Did her mom do some drinking or something?
No, it's all my dad. My mom is trying to.
Yeah, but listen, your mom shouldn't have been attracted to your deadbeat alcoholic dad unless her parents dropped the ball somewhere.
Yeah.
If her parents were so perfect, she would have never married this guy.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't be talking, would we?
So you want some help in getting Dad out of the picture
because he has he's awful. I can't stand him.
Okay, well, the DA, as far as I know, handles cases like this. The family courts are not tolerant of dads like that. And if you can show, this guy is.
Can you talk to your mom?
I tried talking to her, but she has no way out of the situation. She needs money because.
Oh, what's she getting? She doesn't seem like she's getting very much.
She's getting about $400 a week, but she has.
But you said that your dad takes it back.
Yeah, he takes it back in the end, most of the money.
Okay, well, then what does she get? What does she need? She's not getting anything.
Yeah, she's not. She's.
Well, she's getting. She must be. Okay, listen.
She's getting something, but she's not getting enough. And
right.
She's getting
Okay.
enough to need to come back.
Crystal, listen to me. I'm going to change your life right now.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you two things. A, your mother did not grow up in the fairy tale environment she would like you to believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Fine. That's all right. No one did. Number two, you're going to have a tough time changing your mom because your mom is, 40 and steeped in her psychotic ways, and you're going to have a tough time talking your mom out of it. You're going to have a tough time getting your dad to stop doing whatever he's doing. Unfortunately, your only recourse, unless your dad gets physically abusive or really gets...
Unless she has sex with him.
He gets physically abusive?
Yeah, the last time, a couple times he was over here, he tried to steal her car. She ended up calling the police.
Oh, boy.
He banged her against the wall.
Okay. Well, listen, she should have a restraining order out against the guy. If she called the police... Crystal, listen to me. You have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah, one brother, but the thing is...
Oh, boy, he's going to kill somebody. How old is he?
He's 11.
Crystal.
Well, see, the thing is I have to tell you this, is that we've, been through the court system. She tried to get the restraining order, but he just doesn't pay attention, and he's the kind of person who's a free spirit. You can't tack him down.
Listen, if he disregards that restraining order, they'll come to his house and arrest him. All she has to do is call the cops.
What state are you? Where are you located?
California, Burbank.
Well, okay.
Well, listen,
courts are
Burbank cops. There's one Burbank cop for every 5 citizens. If you've ever driven through Burbank, there's one for every guy. For every motorist, there's 5 cops, I should say. Mm-hmm. These guys are all over the place, and they're just dying to write tickets. And their second favorite thing to do is this. Number one is writing tickets, but number 2, and actually number 2 is writing tickets, and 1 through 20 is writing tickets, but 21st is the restraining order thing.
Uh-huh.
They will come and arrest this guy. Mm-hmm. Did I say 21st? 1 through 25 in Burbank is writing worthless tickets because they're all a bunch of idiots over there. But 26 is the restraining order, and they will do their job.
Who's your count? You have a counselor, Crystal? You have somebody that can help you? At 14, it's a little tough getting...
No, and the thing is that we tried the restraining order, but
hey, listen, you call the cops, you talk to your mom. The restraining order will work. I got to go to break. Oh, I got to tell this time I got a ticket in Burbank for jaywalking. All right, well, we'll go to break, and then I'm going to say it real fast. Okay.